All right, so we're going to do the odds here. I'm going to show you how to do them, show the work beautifully. Please. All right, we're isolating the variable, getting rid of everything over by this variable. It helps me to look at these as terms, and I get rid of the non-variable term first. So I'm going to get rid of a plus 4. So minus 4 on both sides, subtract 4 on both sides, bring down what's left. Now I look at the operation next to the variable. That's going to be multiplication. So we do the inverse, which is divide. We get n equals 1. All right. Number 2. Nope, I'm doing the odds. Number 3. 4c minus 6 equals 2. I am going to kind of lightly just define the terms here real quick. And I see the non-variable term, this minus 6. The inverse of that would be plus 6. So I'm going to add 6 to the other side to keep it balanced. Bring down everything to write my new and improved equation. And now I find the inverse operation of multiplication is division. Do the same thing to both sides to keep it balanced. And we have 2 answers. Keeping it going. Number 5. Number 5, we have 3f minus 12 equals negative 3. We have the 3f and we have the minus 12. I'm going to get rid of that minus 12 by adding 12. 3f equals negative 3 plus 12. They go move in opposite directions on the number line. So that's going to get me positive 9. Now I have multiplication left, so I'm going to divide. And I have f equals 3. Nice and organized. All right. Number 7. Notice how everything's lined up. Okay, I'm not like boxing out everything, and I'm just keeping everything lined up. And then I start a new row of problems. Number 7. 5d minus 6 equals 9. I see that I have the 5d and the minus 6. I'm going to get rid of that minus 6 first by adding 6. Bring down what's left over. What I didn't cancel out. 9 plus 6 is 15. These are working out so nicely for us. Divide by 5. Because I'm doing the inverse of multiplication, I get d equals 3. Number 9. Ooh, negative 5 equals 3m minus 14. Well, looks like my m is on the other side, so that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to box out my terms here. Remember, a term, I move left to right, and when I get to a minus sign here, I have to stop that term because the minus sign starts a new term. All right, I'm going to get rid of the minus 14 first by adding 14. 3m equals, now negative 5 is to the left on the number line, and then plus 14 moves me back to the right. And it gets me back to 0 and then some into the positives, positive 9. Now, divide because it's the 3 is multiplying by the variable. So divide by 3 to cancel it. We divide by 3 over here. We get 3 equals m, or m equals 3. Number 11. 9a minus 2 equals negative 2. Okay, I go check out my terms here. I'm going to get rid of the non-variable term first by adding 2. Adding 2, keeping it balanced. 9a equals, ooh, weird. Not negative 2 plus 2, they're opposite, so it's going to equal 0. Now when we divide by 9 on both sides, a equals a number divided by 0 is 0. So a equals 0. Moving on, number 13. Keeping it going. -1 equals 4 minus 5x. Wow, okay. Now this is really changing it up. I got my variable over here on the right side of the equation. Okay, I have this term, this positive 4 here, and then I have the minus 5x. All right, I get rid of the non-variable term first, so that's this guy. How do I cancel out a positive 4? I would subtract 4, but I have to do it to the other side of the line as well, the other side of the equal sign. This cancels out, and I need to bring down this minus 5x and -1 minus 4. So minus moves me left on the number line. So I'm already left 1. I need to go 4 more left, which takes me to -5. Now, I am going to finish up. This is next to the variable. So that's multiplication. So I'm going to divide by -5, divide by -5. X equals -5 divided by -5 is +1. 15. Cruising 2x plus 12 equals 14. What do we have here? What do we have here? We got my variable term. We got my non-variable term. I'm going to get rid of that non-variable term first. We have -2x equals 2. And then we notice that that is multiplication. So we're going to divide by -2, divide by -2. X equals -1. 17. Cruising right along. -2 equals, x plus 4. I'm going to actually make this a rewrite problem. We want to rewrite it in a new way that'll make more sense. So whenever I see a negative like that, just hanging out there in front of a variable, we can make that a -1 times the variable. Okay? So we're just going to rewrite that, and we're going to slide a -1 right in there, or sorry, a 1 right in there. So it's like -1 times x. All right. So then now we can just go to that right side of the equation. Okay, we have a term there, and then we have a +4 as our other term. We're going to get rid of that non-variable term. -2, that's left 2, left 2, left 2, left 4, so that puts me at left 6, or -6. Bring down what did not cancel out, -1x. We have multiplication, so we divide. And we get 6. All right, now notice how this one went a little lower. I'm going to keep that in mind. Now, I wouldn't normally write the line there, but I'm just showing you how I think about organizing my paper. Okay, just a little bit of extra organization could help some of you. Number 19. Number 19. 12 minus 3x equals 6. So we have, what do we have here? Variables on the left side. We have two terms. We have that +12 and the minus 3x. So we get rid of the non-variable term first. Let's -12, -12. -3x equals, +6 minus 12 is -6. Divide. X equals -2. Caution, when you see a -3x here, a lot of people are like, oh, that's -3, so +3. No, you have to ask yourself, what is the -3 doing to the x? Since it's right next to it, it's multiplying. So the inverse would be division. All right? It's just a common mistake I see every year. All right. These are great ones here at the end of the lesson because this really challenges you to make sure that you're being careful and following the steps. We go to the right side, and it looks like we got a term here, 18, and another term here, minus 5x. So we're going to get rid of the non-variable term first, minus 18, that cancels. 13 minus 18, negative 5. Ooh, and then we bring down the negative 5x, which is a multiplication, so we divide. That cancels out, leaving me with x all alone, isolated. Negative 5 divided by negative 5 is positive 1. 23. Okay. Number 23, we have negative 18 equals 4y plus 10. And let's see how we do here. So we go to the right side, and where the variable is, we have the 4y, we have the plus 10. Get rid, oops, what am I doing? Get rid of that non-variable term here. So minus 10, 4y equals left 18, then left another 10, so that's going to be negative 28. Divide by 4, y equals negative 7. All right. Loving it. So, feeling so successful. So, that was 23, so we're on 25. 5z minus 17 equals 13. Go where the variable is, figure out where what my terms are. I'm going to add 17, 5z equals, oopsie, 30. Divide by 5, z equals 6. All right, moving right along. Last two. Negative 15 equals 2r plus 1. Go to the side of the variable. We have two terms here. We're going to get rid of the non-variable term first. Subtracting 1, using that inverse operation to start isolating that variable. Left 15, left 1, so that gives me left 16, or negative 16. I see multiplication, so I'm going to divide. Negative 16 divided by 2 is negative 8. Last problem. Negative 27 equals negative 7 minus 4c. Ooh, this one could be challenging. We go to the side of the variable. We see a negative 7 and a minus 4c. We get rid of the non-variable term first by adding or subtracting. In this case, we're going to add, because that will get rid of the minus 7. So add 7 here. We bring down the negative 4c, and that's equal to negative 27 plus 7 is going to be negative 20. Now we're going to divide by the negative 4. Divide by negative 4, and we get c equals 5. Wow, that was awesome and so much fun. Hope you enjoyed it. The end.